Hi, my name's Melissa and I'm going to be showing you some really basic everyday eyeshadow looks. So I'm just going to be using a few colors and I'll tell you what the names are here, and just one or two brushes because these are double-ended and they have everything that you need. So first, my favorite go-to look is to put a shimmer eyeshadow only on the lid and to put a matte eyeshadow in the crease. So it's super easy, and this is kind of my go-to. It works for really any eye shape, and you can adjust it based on your eye shape. So what I like to do first is to take a flat brush, or you can honestly even take your finger for just the shimmers, because they do help to pack it on really well if you want that shimmer to show up nicely just on the lid. So this is Blondie that I'm using, and you can see how if I take my eyeshadow brush here, this is the blend and tap. It's going to apply it really softly there just on the lid, but I don't want to leave it. I don't want to leave shadow just on the lid. I want to also apply it in the crease, and so I'm just going to take the other end, get that here, of the same brush, and I'm going to put it right in this outer corner. If you focus all of that color out there, then you can't really overdo it, because then we're just going to blend it into the crease here and towards the middle of my eye. So you can see that's unblended right now, but already that just brings out my eye shape a little bit better. And so this is the Eyeshadow Everything brush, and it's called that because you can literally do everything with it. You know, if you use this one to apply the gold shadow, it would just be kind of barely there. So if you're afraid of shimmer, don't be. You can use this brush and it will apply a little bit softer. So that's it. This is what I do when I do my everyday makeup. I might change up the colors a little bit, but I forgot to say this is Lullaby. You can see that I use it a lot. It's a matte, it's a kind of a plummy tone, and so I think it just pairs really nicely with that gold. But you could do, if you don't like the plums, you could just do a basic matte brown, or you could do Zion, which is a really pretty, just warm, kind of a brick color. And then if you decide you do want a little bit more shimmer, you can just go back and pop a little bit more on right here in the center of the lid. And you can see how that would just make it more dramatic. So same thing with the Lullaby. If I want that outer corner to be just a little bit more dramatic, I can get kind of like, if you can picture a sideways V right here, and working it up into the crease. So the higher that you go into your crease and the darker that you go on that outer corner, the more dramatic it's going to look. You can blend a little bit right here down on that lower lash line, and just to kind of blend it all together. So hopefully you can see how that's really easy. Obviously I'm talking a lot, and so that takes a little bit more time, but that is kind of my go-to. And like I said, you can change up the colors a little bit if you're not sure about those, but I think they pair really nicely together. The other thing I want to show you is just called a wash, and so that is my favorite thing for when you literally have 2 seconds and you just have time for one color. And so you can do that with a matte kind of all over the lid, but my favorite thing to do is actually to take You Complete Me. It's this color here. Doesn't look like much in the pan, but it's just this pretty kind of antique rose gold. And so I like to take that on with just the Eyeshadow Everything, the fluffy end, literally 2 seconds. Like, I could leave it at that. This is a color that I keep in my clutch because I wear it all the time, and every time I wear it I get compliments and I get questions saying, what color is that? And so you can see, compared to the other eye, that it is, you know, a little bit, I'm going to turn this up so you can maybe see when I look down a little bit better. It is a shimmer, but it doesn't look quite as bright as this side just because I diffused it out with this brush. So when I look down, you can see if I were to take it on with the a more dense brush, when I go like this, you'll be able to see that shimmer a little bit more. Can you see that there? So it's up to you. You could build the intensity and decide, you know, how dramatic you want it to be. If you know, you can leave it at that and run out the door. That's my favorite trick. So don't overcomplicate shadow. You don't have to use 5 shades. It can be super fun if you do, but if you have time for one shade, keep it, you know, go high enough into the crease that you can see it when your eye's open. So if you have a hooded eye, you want to go a little bit higher. And if you want that kind of, you want that color all the way around, you can do the same thing, the You Complete Me right here on the bottom lash line, and then you get that kind of halo effect. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more so you can see this in the camera, and just back and forth. So we call this the windshield wiper. You can't mess it up. If you have this brush, that's it. So 2 different looks. You can see they kind of each serve a different purpose. This one's a little brighter. It looks a little more dramatic. This one is just one color. Everyday wash all over the lid. Last thing, since I'm trying to keep this short, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of Philly. This is just a dark brown. If you don't have it, you need it because you can customize your look so much. So I'm going to show you how with each of these looks it's going to add a little bit of dimension. With the You Complete Me, if I add that just to the outer corner here, I can get it a little bit smokier, and I can almost get like a smoky wing right here. Do you see how that, and obviously if I put it down here as well, I can get instant drama. I know this is probably not like super blended because I'm doing it in a hurry here, but already that elongated the shape of my eye and it looks a little bit more finished. Same thing on this side, just to kind of punch up the drama a little bit. Same thing, just add a little bit in that outer corner. If I want to kind of pull it out into that shape, I can do that and instantly add some drama. And then if you feel like you get too much, just go back and blend it out with your eyeshadow everything brush. So again, 2 different eye looks, just a couple of colors. You know, you don't need a lot. My last favorite thing, just to show you, is that if you take a little bit of Unicorn, which is our brightest, lightest color, it looks scary bright, it looks like a silver, but if you take that just onto the inner corner with a smaller brush, it just adds that pop of brightness that I can't get over and just brightens me right up. So it takes 2 seconds. It doesn't really add any time to your routine, but it really adds a lot of kind of a finished look there. So let me know if you have questions. I hope this was helpful for you, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.